Just an ordinary summer's day in old Ayrton, 1876, and the 16th day of June. On young Maggie Mitchell's second day of graft, the air turned sour. The devil, he just laughed.
So, the story of Forever Sisters comes from the time I worked as a mental health support worker. It was through a guy I used to support. He told us a story of this tragic event. I went looking for a plaque, which, foolishly enough, I thought was in the middle of the year, but it wasn't. It was up at the graveyard at Holmeston Road. So that night I went home, did a bit of research, and then it became a poem, which then I began to realise it had an old kind of Scottish ballad feel to it. So I let my other half, Debbie Campbell, hear what I'd done so far. She quite liked it. She said it was good, so kind of inspired me on it. I tweaked the lyrics a bit over time, and obviously then Debbie Campbell and Scott Nichol worked their magic on it, and I was really pleased with the result.
Between Charlotte and Fort Street, in Templeton's factory.
Hi there, it's Robert here for Big Pie. I'm here with Tracy Struthers. Now, Tracy, you were the inspiration, if you like, behind it was my part of the song about the Great Fire of Ayr. Can you just tell us a bit about what happened, how the events unfolded?
Long time ago I learnt from family, my grandmother, that there had been a great fire, and her older sister was actually well versed in it. She passed away in 2015 at 92, so she was well versed. So that's when I took it up and done a lot of researching.
So it was Friday the 16th of June 1876.
And the mill on Charlotte Street, also named as a carpet factory, Templeton's, had a huge fire where 29 people in total were burnt to death. One of the articles explains that they shut off the water in one side of the town, which I presume was the Newton side, so that there was more water flow coming for the pumps to that area between Fort Street and Charlotte Street.
So was a lot of the buildings at the time, were they still thatch roofs as well? Was that one of the problems?
Yeah.
Wow. And it must have been, certainly must have impacted the whole town.
Certainly, but the newspaper articles, reading it's harrowing. All the families, once they heard that there was a massive fire in there, everybody headed there. And you're reading women sobbing, crying out, seeing this building falling apart. It must have been horrendous.
All that passed on that tragic day. Forever sister.
I'm here with Amanda Henry for the Lochside Time Team, which you also did a thing about the Great Fire of Ayr.
Yeah, we had a play, The Great Fire of Ayr. We had to do a lot of research for it, and we were learning filming for the first time. So it was quite new to me, and I enjoyed it, and it brings your confidence up, and it links us on with other parts of the community.
Tell us more about the play then. So what part did you play?
Can't even think. It's been about 3 years ago if I did this, and the man that I played the main part, we were the narrators telling the story.
Right.
And the man and me was like brother and sister. We got such a good bond that we worked elsewhere, learning a script, and then the rest of the team come in. It was a long process, but we got there. Yeah, I think this is the time here now The 150th anniversary,
Yeah.
very important, and I think everybody should be included in this.
Yeah.
A celebration.
The crowd looked on at the horror inside. There was nothing they could do.
So here we are at the plaque now, Tracy, and then towards the end of the song, I put in a couple of lines that say, "Forever sisters and James Barrett, faded plaque tells who they are. Those that died on that tragic day now lie beneath the clay." It's two coffins that took them to their final resting place, which is here.
Yeah.
Now, was there quite a big procession that day?
Yeah, there was. It was actually from the Old Air Hospital that sat between Mill Street and Smith Street.
Right.
It sat slightly back. It was also known as the Fever Hospital. So the procession left from the gates there, which I'm assuming the 28 poor souls that were buried here left from there, came up Smith Street and onwards towards here to the cemetery. And as far as I'm led to believe, both coffins were put side by side, were buried here with all the families gathering round. I can imagine it would have been massive.
Oh, it must have been that. Hopefully, what's happening now, almost 150 years later, is bringing a community together, and there'll be more than just a faded plaque to remember them by. That's
Say if you're coming to Ayr, your ancestors are from Ayr, there's a high chance that some of these poor souls are ancestors.
Yeah. And so anyway, so pretty much we've kind of reached the end of your journey with this tale. So is there anything you'd like to add about how you feel?
I'd just like to thank Big Pie Media for inviting me along to be part of this.
It's our pleasure.
To be involved, to give my information, and for highlighting the story overall, in dedication to these 29 people who have sadly lost their lives, and now hopefully going forward they will be remembered.
Hi, it's Debbie Campbell here from Big Pie Media, and look who's sitting beside me, none other than Tracy Struthers. Hi Tracy.
Hiya.
Tracy was the inspiration behind the lyrics for Forever Sisters that Robert came home one night and went, "Debbie, read this story." So Tracy, how did it feel when Robert contacted you to ask you about the story behind Forever Sisters?
A wee bit blown away that somebody was going to do a song where my ancestor was mentioned, and to remember these 29 poor souls who had been lost in the fire was quite overwhelming.
I can imagine, and to have your own aunt, Maggie Mitchell's mentioned in the story, she was 12 years old, I believe, So, I mean, I just think that is such a lovely legacy to leave. And when you heard the song, and Tracy was one of the very first to hear the song when it was first done, what were your first impressions of it? And please be truthful.
I was very emotional. The first few lines, and few tears, but it's such a lovely song to immortalise those 29 people lost. They're going to be remembered forever in this song, and it's so well written, and you've sung it lovely.
Oh, that's very kind of you. Well, yeah, it's my dulcet tones you hear. Robert's lyrics, myself and Scott Nichol come up with the melody, and I had the pleasure of singing it. So Tracy, thank you so much. Forever Sisters.
Sisters, they will be forever sisters. Forever sisters, they will be sister.